Welcome back to another episode of Black Man's Thoughts. This is your boy Yasha Yahoo, and it's that time, man. It's week one NFL season. And let's talk about who we think is going to start. Game plan. Okay, quarterback Lamar Jackson, of course. I'll be honest with you. Unless Trace is just looking terrible, I don't see the reason to continue to have RG3. When we first had RG3, it was because, he was going to, help groom Lamar and whoop-de-whoop. Now this man is an MVP. He's starting to do things a little bit better than RG3's ever done. So, what's the point of having him and Trace? If you're going to keep RG3, get rid of Trace. If you're going to keep Trace, get rid of RG3. They're all three similar quarterbacks. I don't see the purpose of doing that. I think that if you can let go of one, I think that what you can do is use that for more depth at either the cornerback position and the safety position, because we're going to need the depth. We're going to need the competition. We're going to need the veteran leadership in the backfield. Chuck Clark is just a one-year starter. That's the reality. He's just a one-year starter. He's been here for a while, but he's just now starting to see significant playing time. We need somebody at that safety position who can really get in there, as smart as he is, and add a veteran leadership back there at the safety position. And I would be comfortable letting go of one of those quarterbacks, to make sure that happens. Running backs. You can't get rid of you got Ingram, number one, Gus, number two. I'm pretty up and down about Justice Hill, but I'm up on him because I remember when we needed a home run threat, when we needed somebody to really go out there and add some explosion. That's what the purpose of drafting Justice Hill was for. And so I'd like to see him get an opportunity to do so, because now, and I think this year will be the best year, because we know that JK has the experience and the talent to do great things at the running back position. We just haven't seen it in the NFL. But we know for a fact that Gus Edwards, if not a number one, we know for a fact that he's a solid number two, a very good number two. The whole thing about Ingram is this is his last year and he's in his 30s. Now, as much as I'm a huge Mark Ingram fan, I also I also realize that this is territory that a running back usually doesn't continue on from. Last year in his contract, hitting 30, and you got talented young backs behind him, usually doesn't get re-signed. So this is the year, if any years, to let Justice Hill play his way out of that third running back position. I would be comfortable having JK at number 4 and just getting him a few touches, because the other ones have earned their position. They earned it. They've earned it last year to continue in their role that they have this year. It wouldn't be fair that no matter how talented JK is, to come in there when he has had no experience in the NFL and leapfrog Justice Hill. That's just not right, because we know that Justice Hill did make some plays. Now, how they use him is going to be up to the Ravens coaching staff. Let's go on. Fullback, Patrick Ricard. Receivers, obviously, is Hollywood. And then Snead at slot. And I would say Boykins at the other spread out position. But I will say this. I've heard a lot of stuff about how great Snead is doing. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about how Boykins is doing. Duvernay and Prochet. I don't even think Chris Morris should be in the conversation. He's had plenty of years to show what he can do, and he hasn't done it. Obviously, he hasn't been dominating in practice, so obviously he's not even in position. So Hollywood, Boykins at the other split out. Those are two wideouts, and then you have Snead at the slot as the veteran. But I think during the season, I could either see Duvernay or Prochet either grabbing that slot position or that other wideout position, depending on what Boykins and Snead is doing. So I think that those are interchangeable. That's going to be a rotation this year. Tight end. That's the one with the secret circle around it. Do we have solid tight ends? We don't know that for sure. Also, tight ends, I would say Andrews, Boyles, Nick Boyle, and XXXX all behind that. I don't know who's quality, if there's any quality depth behind that. Line, I would say, obviously, you have, Stanley, Bozeman. I had a lot of hope for Powers, but Powers hasn't really grabbed it. So I would say Skura, Murky. Obviously, you have Phillips or Fluker. I think Fluker is a huge dude. How do you not, letting him play his way out of that? And then you have, Orlando Brown. Those were my starters on offense. Those were somebody that I'm very comfortable with. I think that is a pretty good line. They can move somebody. Defense, the two ends, Campbell, Wolf. Outside, you got Williams in the middle. On the outside linebackers, I'm going to go Judon and Ferguson. But I'll be honest with you. I would be more comfortable with Bowser and Judon on the outsides. I think that Bowser should switch to the other linebacker and have those two, especially if this is a contract year for Bowser. Ferg, he's been hurt. He hasn't been as consistent in training camp as what I've been hearing. And Bowser, he's earned it. Let those two be your outside linebackers. Middle linebackers, I'm going to go with Fort and I'm going to go with Queen. Fort because of experience. But throughout the season, I want to see Queen and Harris. Cornerbacks, my favorite player on the team is Jimmy Smith. So I'm a huge Jimmy Smith fan. But I do see, Peters and Humphreys as the two starting quarterbacks, with Young as the slot, and then Elliott and Clark. That's what I've been wanting for the last. Remember when they drafted Clark and Elliott? I foresaw that these two would be our safeties, and I'm happy that they are. So that's their starting defense, man. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be pretty talented. It's a mix of young and youth and old and veteran experience. I think this is Brandon Williams' last year, and hopefully he does good. I'm excited, man. The Browns is going to be a tough-ass game because they're going to run. If there's any running team to me that is close to the Browns, it's close to the Ravens, is the Browns. They have Nick Chubb, and then they got fucking, was it Kareem Hunt? I mean, my God. I mean, that's some talent right there. That is some serious talent right there. So I'm excited for it. This is going to be a huge test for the run defense. If we can shore up this defense, I think we have a chance against Tennessee's rushing attack. I just think that the Browns have more depth at the running back position, talented depth than Tennessee. They have a good quarterback. Say what you want. He's not a great quarterback, but he's a good quarterback. He got a lot of fire on his ass. So I think he's going to really challenge the cornerbacks. Then they got some great receivers. Landry's a monster. People sleep on Landry. That boy comes up with plays. They got Rashard Higgins, who I think is very underrated. And, of course, they got Odell Beckham. So it's going to be a vicious game. To be honest with you, I think somebody's going to get hurt. I do. I think it's an AFC North game. It's going to be a bloody game, a hard fight game. Best man's going to win. And I think it's going to be us. But their defense has gotten a lot better over the years. Their run defense is getting better. Their offensive line is getting better. So I just think it's going to be a doggone, as they say in wrestling, it's going to be a slobber knocker. I think it's going to be a drop, you drop your helmet and we're going to slug it out. I think it's going to go down to the wire. I think it's going to be one of our toughest games of the season. We're both filling them out. Both got new stuff we're implementing. But it's all going to come down to, I think, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is going to be the difference maker. If he can hit his receivers on the outside and open up that and stop the Browns from clogging the box, I think we're going to have a great season. You know what I mean? We caught the world by storm last year. This year, they didn't spend all offseason waiting for us, studying us. I think Lamar Jackson should run less. I hope he runs less. And I think that I really want Boykins to at least get 4 or 5, 6 catches. If he can get 4 or 5 or 6 catches, he can get 4 of the 6 catches this game. Boykins will be, but if he comes up with just 2 catches or 1 catch, that's going to be where the problem is too. Hit Boykins, be able to get him on the outside, get him in third down conversions, use that big body, him and Andrews. Let Hollywood, if Hollywood can wreck shop the way we think we can do, we're gonna be pretty good. We finally got that Tyreek Hill in Hollywood, and we can go out there and get us that doggone Mike Evans and Boykins. Man, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice, man. We're gonna be nice. I have faith in that. I think it's gonna be very fun, exciting year. But again, You know, and we'll come back later on. I know I'm about to get out the car soon. But the Browns, man. I want to go over the Browns and what they have. I mean, they have some good receivers, man. They're going to challenge these cornerbacks. They're going to challenge these cornerbacks, not only the cornerbacks, but the safeties. They're going to, because the Browns going to, if I was the offensive coordinator, I'm going to challenge Clark without to see how good he is without an Earl Thomas back there, and I'm definitely going to challenge Elliott. They're going to go after those two young safeties. See what they got. And that's going to be the blueprint on how to beat us if they do bad. The safety position. I think that the running position is going to be run stopping position. On our defense is gotten a lot better. I think our defensive ends are a lot better from last year. So I think that teams is going to they recognize that, and the only weak spot we have that's not really tested yet is our safety position. So we're going to get a chance firsthand against a very, very talented team, and I love it. I love it because it's really going to test us and see what they got, man. But yeah, man. That's another episode of Black Man's Thoughts, man. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Share this, man. Share this. We got to get these likes up, man. We got to get these subscribers up. We definitely got to get the likes up, man. Let me know what you think about this depth chart. Who do you see? Undrafted. I think Metabuke is going to get some playing time. You know, there's a guy that we kept on the practice field. I want to see Chauncey Rivers. I want to see what he's got. I want to see. They kept him for a reason. I want to see him at outside linebacker sometime. And I want to see Malik Harrison. I want to see if he can stop the run like they say he can. He started to make some plays at the end of camp. Let's see what he's got, man. So, and I want to see Tyree Phillips at that guard position as well. You know what I mean? And work in at that little tackle just in case one of our tackles go down. You know what I mean? I want to see Prochet and Duvernay get off. We're going to have some fun this year, man. But again, get these subscribers up. Share this stuff, man. Share this with your friends. Share this, man. Get this Raven channels up, man. Get this channel up, man. It's one of the best Raven channels out there, man. I'm telling you, the more you do that, the more I'm going to come back and I'm going to drop some bangers on y'all. All right, man. Shalom, shalom.